A celebration of all things seafood here at the CTV Morning Live Delorier Kitchen. We are going to be shucking some oysters. I'm here with Emile Roy-Foster from Pelican Seafood. I know you're busy prepping, getting things ready here for our daily dish.
You got to keep your hands busy.
Exactly.
You know?
I'm so glad that you can come by here because I really want to see how it's done. Shucking oysters, and you're going to take me through that, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we've got our Shellfest celebration happening at Pelican right now. So celebrating all things shellfish, focusing primarily on kind of the east coast of Canada and a little bit of the USA, Boston, Maine kind of area.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's a great month for Shellfest, for shellfish rather.
Yeah.
The waters are extremely cold, so we get some really, really beautiful firm shells.
How do you know you've got like nice fresh shellfish, like right here, what we're looking at here?
We're looking at our oysters in case you know the viewers aren't informed. And when we're looking at an oyster and kind of dictating the freshness of it, we're looking for like this nice shimmer that we're seeing here. It tells me that the oyster has been on ice. It's you know, kept wet and cold.
Okay.
This one also has a very tight seal, so all along here, the top shell affixes to the bottom.
Yeah.
This one's got no voids.
No.
We do a little test when we're packing oysters where we'll knock one against the other. If we're not hearing any sort of hollow void, anything like that, then the oyster's good. We've got a fresh oyster.
Okay, so Shellfest is happening right now. Pelican Seafood Pelican Seafood in the Byward Market.
No, sorry, in the Blue Heron Mall.
In the Blue Heron Mall. I was thinking, you know
1500 Bank Street.
There you go. Thank you for correcting me.
No
Appreciate
worries.
that.
So I'm going to put my apron on.
All right, I'll do the same here.
I think we have a little agreement on how much shucking is going to happen over here, but we'll do a little demo.
Here. Let me do it this way.
Irregardless.
There you go.
So when we're shucking an oyster, this is kind of the standard setup. I've used a wooden plank here as sort of my base. A cutting board would suffice if you have a butcher block countertop.
Okay.
Whatever. We've got a towel on top, and let's do the same. Let's just make sure I'm setting you up while we do mine as well. We've got a towel on top, folded up nicely, and what we're first trying to do, because you were talking about a glove and safety, and I think that's everyone's concern with an oyster, is we're going to start by just covering up this side. So this part of the towel is sort of acting as our guard, but it's also holding that oyster in place.
Okay.
So now that we've got the oyster in a nice stable spot, we're going to take our knife. This is a nice Pelican branded knife here. This part here is a guard, so some more protection to stop if you do encounter the shell.
Okay.
You're gonna get the tip of this
blade.
Let you
do it.
So you'll see, you'll see here there's like a small crux at the back of the oyster.
I see that, just like a little.
Yeah, exactly, a little spot.
All right, you go for it.
So we'll get the tip of that knife just in there. We're not trying to put a lot of pressure towards, because that's where the mistakes happen. We just look at the knife; it's just sitting in there.
Okay.
So once we have it in there, we're gonna just get our hand around it, and we're just doing a nice wiggling motion.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
So see how we've got a little bit of a separation there now?
Yep.
We're gonna hold that open, and just to show you, normally I wouldn't pull the towel off like this, but just to show you, there's a muscle that runs from the top of the oyster right to the bottom, and that is what we're now trying to get to slice. So I'm just gonna get my safety measure back in.
There you go.
I'm gonna keeping the knife upwards, I'm gonna slide along there.
Oh, and
so you see that white part there? That's that muscle I was talking about.
Oh, there you go.
The oyster is still affixed to the bottom shell.
So you just...
We're gonna give it one more slide. This knife is nice and sharp, so it does it nice and easily. Personally, I like to do a nice little flip at the end there.
Yeah.
And that's just a beautifully shucked oyster there.
How do you like your oysters?
Personally, I'm a big fan of this citrus-infused horseradish. Citrus, it's orange infused.
All right.
So I do a little bit of that.
Okay. There you go.
And then just a nice fresh squeeze of lemon. Would you like to try this?
I will try it. We're just about out of time.
Slide right off. And while you're trying that, I just wanted to mention one of my favorite dishes on this upcoming menu that I've brought by. It's a crab au gratin. So we've got some snow crab meat, some Parmesan cheese, some clarified garlic butter, and all toasted in the oven, broiled with a nice little herb top.
Emile, I can taste that freshness, and that horseradish is amazing.
Good.
Thank you so much. Emile from Pelican Seafood, where are you located once again?
We're 1500 Bank Street in the Blue Heron Mall.
Thank you so much for
Cheers.
stopping
Thank you.
by.
Have a good morning.
It's all about Shellfest at Pelican Seafood. Thank you
Cheers.
again,
Thank you.
Emile. Thank you. Hey, do you know of a chef or a great local restaurant we should feature in the Daily Dish? Let us know. Email us, ottawa.morning@ctv.ca.